So tell us a bit more about the team. So you mentioned Doug and you mentioned Chris. Who's more on the team? So you made the most of the development.
Yes.
Have you outsourced some particular parts of it?
Not really. It was almost entirely me. Doug helped with characters. I thank him very much for that. So there, in the original game, you had like characters you can talk to, and once you started talking to them, like in point and click, it went to FMV, to video. But in the scene, the character himself was like a cardboard cutout of a basketball player. You know what I'm talking about? It's like flat, but it always looks at you. Doesn't matter where you're going to. Obviously for the remake for 2026, that's not enough. So we needed to do something that is real 3D. So Doug really helped me with that. Thank you, Doug, if you're watching. Chris is
Thank you, Doug.
yeah. Chris is doing the financial things, so he's helping me with the Kickstarter, which launched from their Kickstarter page to give it credibility. And also, there was a successful Kickstarter before on that page, so that helped. We also have Piper Dawes. She is a very talented music developer. And from the start, she really liked this project. She came from the community, like Doug. Well, Doug is the community and also the creator of the original, but he also is part of the community itself. He was in the group. So Piper also came from there. And she is remaking all the music for the game. The music was in MIDI format. For 1994, you know, the MIDI, it's not very high quality. It sounded great, but today you can do much better than that.
For the time.
For the time, yes.
For the time. Sounded perfect for the time.
It sounded very good for the time. That and voices and everything. The graphics was mind-blowing. So Piper came on board, and now she's part of the team. She's doing the music. She already did all the tracks for Act 1, and they sound fantastic, if I might say so myself. We also have, the community knows him well, Matt Van Roon. He was a very big part of the last game of Tesla Effect. He did the graphics and the compositing of the videos, and he helped a lot on that project. He really was a very important part of that one. So he's doing the compositing for the videos on this one. So we're essentially, he had the foresight to take the tapes that were filmed in 1994, which were VCR tapes on black background, not blue. So imagine how hard it is to cut out the characters from black background. Black background, I'm sorry. So he digitized these tapes about 12 years ago when he was working on the Tesla project. And that's the only reason we have the images and the videos now, because you can't really upscale from the original game because it is too low resolution and too low bitrate in colors. So it was 256 colors only, and the resolution was crazy low to work on PCs in 94. So we needed the original tapes. So he digitized them back then, and that's a good thing because immediately after that, the original ones just poof disappeared. Somebody threw them away, I think, and we don't know where they are, but we do have, thanks to him, the digitized tapes. So we take these, we upscale them, and he does the compositing, and he does great work on that. Except him, we also have Avishai Mizrav. He's working with me closely. He's doing the rotoscoping, so he needs to cut out the people, the actors, from a black background, which is very difficult. Usually they use green background or a blue one. I imagine you know that. The black one is very difficult, so you need to sometimes by hand cut everything out for the compositing format. So Avishai is also working with us. And last but not least, Chris Jones himself. He's in charge. He's the CFO, so he's in charge of the funding and the money and everything, and he's very supportive of the project in general.
Crazy. Could you tell us a bit, a few gold nuggets about the collaboration with the original developers?
One thing I'll say, they don't have a lot of demands, which is good. They trust me to do the right thing according to what they saw. So I really appreciate that. They don't tell me to change every single little thing. They just trust me with it, and I think the product it speaks for itself. It's very close to the original, but in very high fidelity. So we're going in the right direction. Chris himself is doing update videos. I didn't even ask for the second video, and he did that. So I very appreciate that. So Chris taking out of his day to do update videos for the community, and he's still very much involved. Um, they now have a golf firm. So their firm, the main one, is a golf simulator one. So they do simulations for golf, indoors and outdoors, I think. He's very busy with that, but he's really helpful with this also. So he is Tex still. He didn't abandon the community. He's always on top of it. So I appreciate that very much. And that's it.